Hello there, welcome you guys, Power here, and today I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna remake the whole video of the DSR1 because I have it in Portuguese but I don't have it in English, and my most viewed video is of this gun, is the gameplay of this gun in English. So I'm gonna be remaking the review in English. Alright. So first things first, the gun comes out of the box like this, slightly disassembled. You just need to put the bolt back and attachments. Pretty easy to do. You just have to pull this lever down here to push the stock back, and the stock comes off. Now we have to put the bolt in place, but before that, let's just put a little bit of silicone oil on it, okay, just so it slides better. But to insert it, lock and lugs first. It's different from other snipers. You may want to put it backwards, but it's like this, and it locks in place. To put the stock back, just have a little rail on the back. You just put it with the lever down. You can put it in different positions and they lock in place perfectly. We have 5 different positions, but this gun is already have a really long length of pull, so I don't know why would you want to do this. Now the bipod, it comes with the gun. You are going to put this bipod different from others on the top rail. You just pull on the tabs on the side and slide it all the way forward, and you can pull the legs down, and you have a very mobile bipod. You can put it wherever you want on your rail, wherever suits you better, and it's very mobile. Like you can see, it's very easy to maneuver the rifle on this bipod. You have an extension to them. You just need to pull down on the bottom of the bipod, and it extends to push back. Just pull this little lever here and it follows back. It's under spring tension. Now on the back you have a monopod. You can pull this gear back to put it wherever you want, and you have the micro adjustment that you can roll this side to side to make it better. You also have an extension on the bottom part that locks in place just like this. The gun is not very steady on the front bipod, but I don't think that's actually the point of it. Now this mount comes with the gun, and it's a lot bigger than standard mounts, so I had to put a little bit of rubber in there so that it can fit my scope. Since these scopes are not very available where I live, so I have to adjust to the one I have. Alright, so in the back you have a cheek rest that you can rise up, and you also have this, that's the stock pad. You can rise it up. Don't know, actually, I actually don't know why is it for, but there it is. Too many adjustments on this gun. You have the bottom part on the front. I don't think this is a handguard, but if it is, you can slide it forward and back and you have a rail on it. Don't actually know why, again, but I actually used it. Safety lever on both sides of the gun. The middle is supposed to be a specific condition for the rear rifle, but it does nothing here. It just kinda is on fire if you put it on the middle position. And you cannot put on safe once the hammer's down. The magazine of this gun is a little bit different from others. You have these tabs on both sides, so this is your mag release is on your mag. That's quite different. You gotta press both of them to get it off the gun. Underneath the magazine you have this lever right here. You can push it back to remove the BB compartment of your magazine, so you can make it easier to load your rifles, but I don't think that's actually necessary. With a normal speed loader you can load it just as well. But I just thought of a reason for that. The magazine actually holds a lot of gas, so maybe you can just swap the BB part of the magazines and you don't have to buy a lot of magazines because they're heavy. So maybe there's a reason to that. So with, like I said, this gun, with a standard speed loader you can load it. I don't remember now, but I think this speed loader came with this gun. Very easy and simple to use, and you can use the the speedy speed loaders that there are, that you just push BBs in, just prevent them from falling backwards or and forward, and you just should be good to go. Like I said, this gun have two. I didn't say that. So this gun have two magazines compartment. Actually, it has one. This one on the front is the magazine compartment, and this one in the back is where the gun actually feeds from. But you have two magazines on this gun. On the left side of the grip you have this, I don't know what it is called, but it's very good for your right hand, but for your left it's just a pain in the ass, since this gun is not supposed to be used as a left hand, since it's a bullpup and it's a bolt action sniper. So right here we have something that you guys gonna be shocked. 233 FPS with 0.43 grams. It's too low for a sniper rifle, and yes it is. But I figured out a way to fix it. Now I'm chronoing with 0.25 grams, since it's the lightest BB I had. And it is very low. Check this out. This is very low, and I found a way to fix it. I was in contact with my shop who sold me this gun, and I also got in contact with Ares, and they both said me to do the same thing, and recently I did. It's been like 2 years since I have this gun, and recently I did, and it actually works. Stick around. So I took this gun to a game, I played with it, and it's actually the most viewed video I have. It's way too little views for big guys, but for me it's amazing. The kind of, let's get back to the content. Alright, so I have a gameplay with this gun, and what do I think of it? You're gonna know in the end of the video. Now I'm gonna talk about things about this gun. Things that I noticed, things that I did like, things that I did not like. Alright? So first things first, this gun, like I said, is way too much adjustable. I have no idea why you need so many adjustments. Probably for a goddamn precision shot from a 5 miles away, maybe you need all those adjustments, but damn, it's something useless in airsoft. I know most things for real guns are actually useless in airsoft, but this gun has the most adjustable uselessness that I have ever seen. This is a bad thing. No, it's just a detail that I like to point out. Okay, so I took this gun to a field, and I have to say, with that low of an FPS, this gun is amazingly accurate. I could get shots on about 50 meters. I have no idea how much that is in yards for you American friends. With these FPS, so it's amazing. And also the good thing and bonus that I have with this gun is that I could shoot people from close range with these FPS. So this was a CQB sniper rifle. It's a bullpup, so it kind of fits that role. I didn't like the low FPS, like you guys are thinking. Oh, this is too low of an FPS. Yes, this is too low of an FPS, and I already said that. I have no idea why it came like this. This gun came with a tag that showed the actually jewel of this gun, and it was really low. And I don't know why. I don't know who did it. I don't know the purpose of this. But I actually bought some other magazines for this gun, and the other magazines came with the solutions that they offered me to do in my magazines, and it actually had like 500 FPS. That was, and it was way better. You think this gun was? I thought this gun was already good with 233 FPS, but this gun is amazing at 500. Damn, this is a great gun. Bad things about this gun. This gun is heavy. This gun is a beast. It's the heaviest gun I own. And side by side with my M14, which was my heaviest. The DSR game was way easier. Then the M14, I don't know if it's because the DSR, it's balanced, the weight is balanced on the gun, and the M14 is just all the way on the front. You have no weight on the back with the skinny stock, so it was a pain in the ass to reload, to do things, and this gun is easy. I can hold this gun with one hand. M14, there's just no way, this gun is way too heavy, and it was way easier for me to play with the DSR than it was to play with the M14. So this gun is heavy, yes, but it's well distributed. And also, if you don't want to keep the magazine on the front of your gun, it takes away a lot of the weight. I actually think this gun is light without the magazines. But why would you want this gun if you don't want the looks of it? You have no reason to buy this gun if you're just, oh, I want the best sniper rifle that there are, and I'm gonna buy this beast because it's expensive, and you think that this is gonna be good for any reason. Yeah, I don't think so. You can put a lot of money into a DSR-10, and it's gonna make a lot more sense to you if you just want a gun that shoots well. And a VSR-10 with all the upgrades and the vanilla shit that you can put on it, it's gonna be way better for you than this gun. This gun is heavy, and I know that if you're looking just for a good shoot, you do not want to carry a heavy gun. Yeah, this gun is worth it for me. I really like this gun. I wanted it for a long time, and I recommend it. But you gotta know that this gun is heavy, okay? But it's actually accurate. And if your gun comes with that low of an FPS, it's really simple to do. The thing that the Ares told me to do, and I actually did it recently. You just have to make the gasket hole bigger. Just like that. I just made the gasket hole bigger, and the gun, FPS of the gun got way better. Like I said, the new magazines that I bought came with a big hole in the gasket, and it was like 500 FPS. You just gotta try to make it like precise so all your mags are with the same FPS, so you don't mess around your shots. But I don't know, it's not gonna mess up. FPS doesn't vary much on this gun. Like I said, the magazine takes a lot of gas, and every shot takes just the tiniest amount of gas. You barely make a noise, and I think you can shoot like maybe 200 shots with the guns. Of course, about 100 forward, it's not gonna be as high FPS as it was on the first 100, but it holds up really well. And it meaning for a magazine that holds about 20 BBs, bro, you're gonna shoot all of that in the same spot with no problem whatsoever with 500 FPS. The adjustment of the hop-up is actually a pain in the ass. It's a screw down in the middle, in the back, behind the scope on your upper rail. It actually kind of is a pain in the ass. You cannot adjust them in the game. Probably not. I mean, unless you have the tiniest Allen screwdriver. It actually fits under your scope, and you actually find it on your gear. A little tiniest little tool that you may have. So that's a no-no. You're not gonna be adjusting this hop-up in your game. Yeah, that's a bummer. With all things considered, I think this gun is worth it. If you want this gun, if you have the arms for this gun, I don't, and I could do it. So even if you don't, you may be able to buy this gun. The bipod, it's actually pretty good, but I do not want to scratch it, and I have a lot of people telling me that it actually, the extension kind of stopped working fairly easy. So I don't think I want to be using this, and some people may ask me, why the f did you have another bipod in your gun? Yes, because this was better. It has a rubber pad on the bottom, on the feet, I don't know how you call this, and it was better. It was steadier. I think it's better. I'm not a big fan of the original bipod. The bipod, it's actually pretty good. I'm not a big fan of the original bipod, except that it looks amazing. If you pull the stock back all the way and it's still in the gun, and you pull your bolt all the way to the back, it kind of gets stuck. I don't know why, but it's not good. Also, trying to uh, work the bolt with my right hand, shooting this gun as a lefty, not that easy. I don't know, for some reason the angle just doesn't work for this gun, and I had a tough time putting the bolt back in place. I thought I could do it. I mean, there's no blowback, like the L85 is not gonna hurt my face, so I'm gonna do it, and I actually had a little bit of trouble. The flash hider, just remember that the flash hider, it's not the standard airsoft thread. You have a clockwise thread, and it is a 14 millimeter, but you cannot put most of the things that you have, suppressors and stuff, you cannot put on this gun because it is clockwise instead of counterclockwise like most of the airsoft. If I'm mixing counterclockwise and clockwise, just exchange it, okay? You're gonna understand. None of my flash hider actually works on this gun, and I had to make an adapter to put it, and it actually looks sick with a suppressor. But I had to make an adapter. Why the hell did they do this? I don't know. I found a M4 by WE GBBR once that has this thread, but those two are the only guns that I've ever seen with this goddamn thread. Aside from KWA, that you guys already know that it's a 16 millimeter because they are just hipster. So there you go. This is my opinion on the DSR. If you want to buy one of these, I think you should buy it. It's a good gun. And if you just want a gun that shoots well, buy a VSR 10. Why are you doing, guy, buying a gas blowback sniper rifle? Huge guy. Why would you do this? Oh, even better, if you want something that looks like this and it's not just as kind of stupid as this is, buy a SRS silverback. It's goddamn expensive, and they say that it's really good. Yeah, so that was it. This was the end of the video. I did it because I think you guys are gonna like it, since the gameplay of this gun is the most viewed video in my channel so far. So I hope I helped you guys. I don't know. I know that there are not a lot of content on the DSR out there. So if I did help you, consider subscribing and leaving a like. I mean, like you can leave. And if you didn't like the video, you can leave a dislike, but you can still subscribe. There's no problem with that. Soon to be more.